Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's a little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good late afternoon, early evening to everyone. I had to check the watch there for a minute to figure out what time it is. Anyway, my name is Todd Duke, and we welcome you to Granite City High School as we get you set for a little Lady Kahok volleyball action as your Collinsville Lady Kahawks have hit the road to take on the Lady Warriors of host Granite City. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pregame show, brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. That's at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, we're here for some varsity action, JV game. As you can probably tell by the time that we're on, wrapped up a little early. Collinsville won in 2 straight sets, 25-23 in the first one and 25-19 in the second one. Freshman game still going on in the other gym here, so as soon as we have that final for you, we will pass that along as well. But right now, let's focus on the varsity side of things. Collinsville comes into this contest with an overall record of 3-4. They are 1-1 in the early going in Southwestern Conference play. They are under their fourth-year head coach, Katie Cease, who has a record of 39 wins and 69 losses, although Katie is out of town. So Brenna Swartz is going to take over duties as the varsity and the JV head coach tonight. Granite City, they come in at 1-8. Their head coach is Grace Hurst. She is in her third year and has a record of 19 wins and 55 losses. Lady Cahoks are playing their third match in as many days as they take to the court here in Granite City. Collinsville is coming off back-to-back nights facing the two teams from Waterloo with mixed results. Tuesday at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, the Lady Cahoks got the week going on the right foot with a two-set sweep of the Lady Hawks of Jabot Catholic High School of Waterloo, with set wins of 25-18 and 25-23. Sophomore Avery Johnson led the charge with 6 kills, while senior Talisha Gilmore was right behind with 5 kills. Yesterday, Collinsville traveled to Waterloo for a battle with the public school and the Lady Bulldogs there. Lady Cahoks fell in straight sets in that match, 25-16 and 25-22. Gilmore had 3 blocks, while Johnson registered 3 aces to go along with 10 kills. Granite City started off the season on the right foot with a hard-fought two-set sweep of Piasaw Southwestern to open the Roxana tournament with wins of 26-24 and 25-20. Lady Warriors were unable to parlay that win into a win streak as Granite City lost their next 4 matches to finish 1-4 in that Roxana tournament. The start to the regular non-tournament schedule has not gone any better for Granite City with 4 straight two-set sweeps to the opposition. 3 of those 4 were on the road with losses at Triad, Muscuda, and Metro East Lutheran, plus a home loss to Highland. Granite City is also playing their third match in as many days. The loss at Metro East Lutheran last night was 25-22 and 25-11. Time to start the senior interviews, and first up on the list is Alyssa Huckleberry. She is a senior who wears the number 1 on her back. That's why we start with her. We go in numerical order. And my conversation with Miss Huckleberry is coming up here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahawk Sports Network, as well as the Kahawk Educator of the Month award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahawk Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Little Lady Kahawk volleyball action for you tonight at Granite City High School, and we begin our senior interviews with all the seniors we have on this year's team. We start off in numerical order. That would be number 1, Alyssa Huckleberry, senior setter, third year varsity volleyball. Okay, so we start off with the family. Tell me a little bit about your family: mom, dad, brothers, sisters, and don't leave out the pets.
My mom and dad were very into sports when they were in high school. My sister really encouraged me to start volleyball, and then she ended up quitting. And she keeps encouraging me to go through to high school, try to get into college. My brother tries to do volleyball, but he's not as great as me. I have 5 cats and a dog.
Can you name all the cats?
I got Twix, Purdy, Chloe, Binks, and I'm missing one, Prim.
And the dog?
Arwen.
And what kind of dog?
She's a Great Pyrenees mix.
All right, so you're going to grow up to be a cat lady?
Yes.
Okay. All right, tell me a little bit about your volleyball story. You kind of mentioned sis and mom and dad. How did you get started, and who started you?
I started around 3rd grade. Since I went to a small private school, our coach was really trying to look for girls to get on the team, and so we could build as a team. And by the time we reached 8th grade, be on winning really, really good. So I started about 3rd grade, and it's just as soon as I hit the court, started working, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. I love playing this sport. I love hustling. I love going for everything. I love being a teammate. Everything about it.
All right, your volleyball highlights. You are second on last year's team in assists with 159. First so far this year, I think, because we're missing a few stats. In 3 years, you have 91 digs. So which one of those stats I just mentioned is the most important to you?
Digs, 100%. I love playing defense, everything about it. I love the idea that I'm the reason that the ball isn't still in play. I couldn't care less if I was the reason that we earned the point, as long as we keep the ball up and keep battling for it.
All right, so last year you had a little bit of time as libero. This year you're a little bit more of a setter than that. So which one of those two is your favorite position?
Libero.
Why?
Defense, I don't know. It's what I want to be when I go to college, what I play on my select team. I just love playing defense, running around again.
All right, time for the category called My Favorite Things, which is not my favorite things, they're your favorite things. All right, your favorite sweet snack?
Ooh, Twizzlers.
Your favorite salty snack?
Popcorn.
Nice choice there. All right, which one of the 3 meals is your favorite? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Dinner.
All right, what is for dinner and who's doing the cooking?
Me, and probably some kind of pasta.
All right, chicken in that pasta?
No.
No chicken in the pasta. All right, your favorite music genre. What is your favorite type of music?
Oh gosh, I like indie rock.
Okay, you have a favorite group or artist in that genre?
Well, I don't know if he's really in the genre, but Alex G is one of my favorite artists.
All right, favorite books or movies?
I do not read books a lot. My favorite movie is probably Coraline.
Okay, cool. That was going to be my next question once you told me what that was. In your off time, no school, no sports, what is your favorite thing to do?
Ooh, I don't take a lot of off time from school and sports. Really studying, probably.
Studying? Oh, so you study over the summer?
Because I am in AP classes, I had to study and do my homework.
Figured you were going to say something like playing with your cats.
Nah.
All right. Tell us a little bit about your future. You're graduating this year, so what happens next?
I really want to go to SIUE for mechanical or chemical engineering. Something really important to me is the global warming crisis and stuff like that. I want to be the reason to stop that and cool down our Earth.
All right, so when you graduate, is this going to be the end of your volleyball journey?
So far, SIUE has not reached back out to me for volleyball, but I'm also looking at other colleges that want me for volleyball.
All right, shout out time. Who out there would you like to say hi to?
My boyfriend. Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean. No mom or dad or anything?
No.
No? Okay. Well, they're usually here anyway. All right, tell me, I think you've already answered this in the usual conversation, but what is your favorite thing about volleyball?
Hustling, just digging, everything, running.
All right, your season thus far, you guys, I think, are 3-4 on the year. So tell me your thoughts on the season up to this point.
I think we are starting really well to click as a team. Like, she's making up changes, and like we're slowly learning to play together as a team. So I think going on will be much, much better.
All right, you guys have Granite City tonight. What do you have to do to beat the Warriors?
Not much, but I think if we keep working together as a team, talk, hustle, play our game, and won't go down, then I think we'll beat them.
Who's the most impressive athlete on your team?
Ooh, impressive athlete, Talisha Gilmore.
Kind of figured you were going to say that. Alyssa Huckleberry, thanks for the visit, and good luck in your future.
Thank you so much.
That is Alyssa Huckleberry, number one in your program, maybe number one in your heart, too. Who knows? Setter tonight, and we will take a break. Thank you for visiting with us. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Starters will come your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Once again, we welcome you back to Granite City High School, getting you ready for Collinsville versus the Granite City Lady Warriors in some girls volleyball. We did get the freshman score. Freshman won. They dropped the first set 25-22, but won the second set 25-18, and then the tie-breaking set, since it's a non-conference game, you only have to go to 15, and Collinsville won that one 15-8. So far, so good. Freshman won, JV won. We're getting you ready for the varsity action here in just a moment, and let's take a look at some of the stats. We do not have any stats for Granite City. They do not post stats on the STL site or on Max Prep, so I have no stats to tell you about for Granite City. For Collinsville, though, we'll run over a couple of them. Carson Mode, leading in the serves category. She has served the ball 41 times, committed 10 errors, 75.6% is her service rate. Avery Johnson right behind her, and Avery leads the team with 7 aces in that category. Leading the team in kills is Avery Johnson. She now has 45. Alyssa Huckleberry is leading the team in assists with 49. Alicia Gilmore leads in blocks with 11. And Diggs is led by Avery Johnson with 34. One more break coming your way, and then we'll give you the starting lineups. We'll do that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, weshipstlouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
And once again, we welcome you back here to Granite City High School. We are set for some action here between Collinsville and Granite City, and here are your starters. We'll begin with the pregame guest, Alyssa Huckleberry, and she is the setter here tonight. Aubrey Johnson, the senior, is the libero. Lily Johnson is the outside hitter. She wears number 14, and the other outside hitter is Griffin Guchar. Carson Mode on the floor, and Talisha Gilmore, both seniors, both middle hitters, and Cameron Emming, a sophomore, is the right side hitter for Collinsville. No positions for Granite City when they announced them, except for the libero. So the libero is Michaela Tanksley, and everybody else is Brooke Drennan, Alexis Ruiz, Megan Sykes, Catherine Gartner, Jade Williams, and Audrey Whitehead. So the Kahawks looking for a clean bill here tonight. Not a clean sweep, because the freshmen did drop the first set, but they won the next two and won that match over there in the other gymnasium. And the JV team did complete a two-set sweep. So as a program, the Kahawks are going for the clean sweep, if you will, of all three matches. Although one set has been dropped so far, we're hoping to get through this one. And maybe we can get a two-set sweep for the varsity side as well. I got to kind of move things around here so I can see and operate my scoreboard. I sometimes forget when I'm on the road I got to be the scoreboard operator as well. So we are just about ready to go. Collinsville over here nearest to you, wearing their purple, except for the libero. That would be Aubrey Johnson, but right now she is on the bench wearing the, she's just outside. Coming in for Gilmore now, wearing the white top with the black shorts. All the other girls are wearing the purple tops, trimmed in a little white, numbers on the fronts and the backs are in white. Granite City in a little black and red and some white. Black shorts and black jerseys. Numbers on the fronts and the back are in white. Got a little red going down the sleeves. The libero, Michaela Tanksley, is the only one out there wearing the red jersey with the black sleeves and the white lettering. We're just about ready to go. Here is Brooke Drennan. She serves it up, and Collinsville, a little bit of a miss hit there by Lily Johnson. And Granite City goes up by a score of 1-0. And another serve coming up here for Drennan, all the way over in the far side corner of the court. She sends one over, and it's taken care of there by Aubrey Johnson. Set up by Huckleberry over on the far side for Avery Johnson, all the way in the back line, picked up there by Gartner. And now Granite City gets it over, gets a little tick off the top of that net, which is sometimes very harrowing to recover from. And then a block up front, nicely done there by the tag team match of Avery Johnson and Carson Mode, and then the ball falls in. And we are tied at 1. 1-1 early on here. Here is Cameron Emming. She was listed as the starter there, and Griffin Guchar goes off pretty quickly. Here is Alyssa Huckleberry, our pregame guest, back with the serve. And Granite City takes care of it, moves it up front, little touch over, and kept alive. Huckleberry keeps it alive as well. And then a nice job there by Emming to get that over before the last shot expired. That one's going out of bounds, and Collinsville will get the next point, and the Kahawks lead 2-1. Huckleberry back to serve again. I asked Alyssa if she remembered me. Nope was the answer. Nope, sure don't. How about that confidence, though? What's it going to take to beat Granite City tonight? She says, not much. Anyway, her older sister, Melania, and my daughter, Addison, played volleyball together at Holy Cross back in the day. Of course, they're both 20 years old now and no longer kids. But Alyssa was a very small child back then, so I didn't think that she would remember me. And but when I told her that I was Addison's dad, she's like, Duke? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, yeah, I remember her. Sweet girl, Huckleberry is. Collinsville has the lead back. Broke a 2-2 tie as that one went out of bounds. So Collinsville is up 3-2. Volleyball for you tonight. Then we hit the road for the first time this year for football season. Week number 3 finds us traveling to Carbondale to take on the Terriers. And early indications are that it looks like we're not going to get as much rain or storms out of that leftover Hurricane Katrina. Not Katrina. Who was it? Man, I drew a blank. Whoop, wrong one. 4-2. 4-2 Collinsville. Anyway, it's not going to rain as much, or it's not going to storm anyway. It might get some rain, but I don't think it's going to storm. There's a nice job on the kill by Carson Mode. Got a block and a kill at the same time. And Collinsville goes up by a score of 5-2. Another serve coming up here, and that is Avery Johnson. All the way into the back line, popped up into the air, and Granite City gets it over. Nice try on the dig there by Aubrey Johnson. Just couldn't quite get there in time to get any lift on the ball, and it is 5-3 now in favor of Collinsville. And back to serve, it is the libero, Michaela Tanksley, senior for Granite City. She gets the ball, and that's out of bounds. Those unforced errors, man. It'll cause nightmares for coaches. Gilmore comes back in. Johnson goes out. I say Johnson, and that takes care of almost half the team. That was Aubrey that went out, the libero. Carson Mode to serve. She does so, and that one's out of bounds. Not deep, but to the side. And 6-4 in favor of Collinsville. Mode comes out, and quickly Aubrey Johnson checks back in. Granite City set to serve. And in off the bench is Lily Booker, a sophomore for the Lady Warriors. She pops one down the middle, taken care of by Johnson. Huckleberry sets it up on the far side for Lily Johnson. Into the back line it goes, taken care of by Tanksley. And now on the far sideline, that one never made it over the net. Kind of traveled along parallel with the net. And Collinsville picks up point number 7, and the Kahawks lead by a score of 7-4. Serve coming up for Collinsville, and Griffin Guchar is going to get a running start at this one. She's all the way very back of the gym here. Can't even see her on screen yet. There she is. That was a nice sinker, and it didn't quite get over the net, but Granite City keeps it alive, and we're going to have a net violation. Collinsville is going to get the point out of that. And the Kahawks have doubled up Granite City right now by a score of 8-4. Guchar, another serve coming up for her. And another sinker taken care of there. Nice dig by Granite City and Audrey Whitehead. Collinsville, Huckleberry sets it up for Lily Johnson. That one's blocked out of bounds by Granite City. And Collinsville goes up 9-4. And yet another serve coming up here for young Miss Guchar. Pops that one up a little bit. That's off to the side, off of a body by Granite City. Kind of hit the girl in the shoulder, but it stayed up high enough. And there's a big kill shot by Delisha Gilmore. That was, man, that was smoked. 10-4 in favor of Collinsville. Guchar back there enjoying some extended service time. Brenna Swartz filling in for Katie Cease. Enjoyed that one, had a big smile on her face. There's a nice block there by Gilmore. And then another point belonging to Collinsville. 11-4, timeout called by Granite City. We'll take a quick timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around St. Louis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the back of our hands.
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahok Sports Network and Kahok Athletics. Once again, welcome back to Granite City Gymnasium, home of the Warriors. I'm sure we'll be here in the wintertime for a little basketball. I think that was the last time we were in this gym, was that overtime bummer of a playoff basketball game between Belleville West and Collinsville. A few overtimes. Guchar serves up another one. Into the middle it goes, and under the net it goes. And Collinsville extends that lead out to 12-4. Guchar ready to go with another serve. That was a sinker and does the same result. Guchar living life large here. Couple of aces in a row. Next serve coming up. Oh, that one's a miss hit Talisha Gilmore in the head. She turns around like, girl, what did you do that for? What did I do to you? So Granite City gets one of those back, 13-5. Collinsville has the lead. And back to serve off the bench is Elizabeth Weaver, a sophomore outside hitter for Granite City. Pops one into the back, taken care of by Johnson. Alyssa Huckleberry sets it up for Lily Johnson. Taken care of by Granite City, but then they knock it into the Kahok bench. And Collinsville gets that point right back. 14-5 in favor of the Kahawks. Time for a little service time for Aubrey Johnson, the senior libero here for Collinsville. And she'll get it down the line. Actually, that was not her. That was Lily Johnson. One of the Johnson girls. Another kill shot by Gilmore. And Collinsville extends their lead. Lily Johnson, junior, for another serve. Picked up over on the other side by Whitehead, and then they send it over. And Lily Johnson gets a hand on it, but sends it backwards, and wasn't anybody behind her to chase that ball down. So Granite City gets another point, 15-6. Collinsville has the lead. And back to serve now is Megan Seitz, a middle blocker. She is a junior. Tell you what, Grace Hurst, the head coach for Granite City, looks like she could probably be a senior. I don't know how young or how old she is, but she looks pretty young. Granite City picks up a point. 15-7, Collinsville with the lead. Another serve coming up here by Sykes. Popped up and taken care of by Johnson. Huckleberry back to Avery, and it's popped up into the back line by Granite City. Set up on the sideline, taken care of. And then Johnson, Huckleberry over to the other Johnson. Off the net. Nice job staying with that one was Whitehead. And now Whitehead with a chance to get a point here, and she doesn't. Collinsville does a good job of keeping that one alive since the ball went kind of awry. And another chance for Granite City. Here's another setup by Huckleberry to Johnson into the back. Nice pickup there by Granite City. But then they couldn't recover as too far out of bounds was Noelle Ritchie to come all the way from that far sideline in there to try to help things out. And Collinsville goes up 16-7. Now it's time for Aubrey Johnson to serve. Carson Mode comes back in, checks in for Talisha Gilmore. Johnson sends a little knuckler over. Granite City gets it over on the second shot. Huckleberry to Aubrey Johnson for Avery Johnson. Avery Johnson sends it into the back line, taken care of there by Weaver. Over here on this far side, little touch. That was a nice job by Whitehead. She recognized the fact that the girls came up to the net to try to block it, and instead just a little soft touch over, and it found an empty spot right behind the two girls up front. 16-8, though, Collinsville maintaining the lead. And here is Brooke Drennan, a senior setter for Granite City, to serve. She started this game off on the service line, and there's a little poke on the other side by Jade Williams. And it's now 16-9 in favor of Collinsville. Drennan with another serve coming up. A little spinner. Aubrey Johnson sends it back into the middle. Carson Mode says she has it. She sends it over, taken care of by Weaver on the other side. And then a simple little touch over again, and too many hits by Collinsville will give Granite City another point. Drennan coming up with another serve. She's been back there for a minute. Sent over by Huckleberry, and Alyssa gets a kill. And Collinsville up now 17-10. And speaking of Huckleberry, she's now back to serve. Sends it over into the back, right in the middle. Drennan pops it up over on the far side. Whitehead trying to get it over. She got it back after a little hit there, and now Lily Johnson with a chance. Blocked by Granite City, but Collinsville gets it over anyway. Here's Huckleberry to Aubrey Johnson, and there's Lily Johnson. She gets it over. Popped up into the air on the other side by Tanksley. Now back over here. Whitehead too far and out of bounds. 18-10 in favor of Collinsville. And a timeout being taken by Granite City once again. We'll step aside for just a moment as well. Back after this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back here at Granite City, Todd Duke along with you, flying solo tonight. Thankfully in volleyball, we do not need a camera person. So I'm flying solo. Huckleberry serving with Collinsville up 10-8, and that one across the net and ends up going out of bounds off of the net. So Granite City picks up a point there. And it's now 18-11. Here is Audrey Whitehead back to serve. She is a senior defensive specialist. And a little sinker picked up into the back by Avery Johnson. Collinsville keeps it alive. Huckleberry gets it over. Whitehead gets the first hit. Drennan gets the second hit. Over on the sideline, a spinner, and that was a well-placed ball by Catherine Gartner. Not only that, but it had some spin on it, so when Collinsville touched it, it just kept spinning. 18-12, Collinsville up by 6. Whitehead back with another serve now for Granite. Making the young gentleman with the telescopic lens camera move back. He was standing around. He was right on the sideline. They're going to make him move back all the way toward the bleachers. Whitehead now ready. And a little knuckleball. Lily Johnson first hit. Huckleberry gets the next one. Then over here for Avery Johnson. Granite City takes care of it, and then Carson Mode makes sure that there's no return there. And Collinsville now up 19-12, and back to serve is Avery Johnson, the sophomore of the Johnsons. Got a sophomore, a junior, and a senior on this year's team, all named Johnson. And Drennan, try as she might, couldn't get that ball before it headed out of bounds, and Collinsville hits that magical moment of 20 points first, and are up 20-12. Avery Johnson back with another serve. Right down the middle, picked up by the libero Tanksley. Drennan gets the next hit and then sent over by Ruiz. Collinsville trying to set it up, but Huckleberry said, I'm going to send it over on the second shot and see if I can catch you all sleeping. Did not work. Huckleberry now setting it up into Aubrey Johnson, or excuse me, that's Avery again. Spun across the net, and then a little one-hand shove, and that one goes out of bounds. Lily Johnson did a good enough job just to get that one across. And Collinsville up 21-12. Another serve coming up here for Avery Johnson. And Drennan just touches it over, and that kind of fooled Collinsville a little bit. 21-13 in favor of the Kahawks. Well, they're going to say that there was some kind of a violation there, so take that point away and give it to Collinsville. Coach Hurst wants an explanation from the referee as to what happened there. She's telling her team everything's okay. Just stay where you are. Let me do my job, you do yours. Here is Avery Johnson. Another serve coming up for her. Into the back, taken care of by Tanksley. Sent across on the second shot, and 3 Kahawks went for it at the same time, and Alyssa Huckleberry hit the ground. And there's that 13th point now for Granite City. Serve coming up here for Tanksley. Tanksley into the back, and I think for a minute there that Aubrey Johnson thought that might go out of bounds, and she had a little hesitation. She realized it wasn't, tried to correct, and just didn't do it in time. 22-14, Collinsville with the lead. Tanksley back for another serve. And that one's got some spin on it. That one's going to go right over the scorer's table and out of bounds. So Granite mounting a little bit of a comeback here, but they still trail by 7, 22-15. And Michaela Tanksley with another serve for the Lady Warriors. And that one's out of bounds. Oh, no, they're going to say it was in. Looked out to me. Lily Johnson thought it was out as well, and Aubrey Johnson's got her mouth open like, I don't believe it. But it is a point for Granite City. Boys soccer in action tonight at CBC. Chris Kettler is there, and he's going to post the recap of that one when it's over with. In the middle it goes, Aubrey Johnson, and a setup to Lily Johnson, and that one's going to go out of bounds. So Collinsville enjoying a comfortable lead, but all of a sudden that comfortable lead is down to 4 points, or excuse me, 5 points. And now Collinsville would like to take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Another serve coming up here for the libero, Michaela Tanksley. And Granite City has gotten back to within 5 here. And Collinsville gets the hit they needed. Down the line it goes. Popped up all the way into the back. And can anybody send it over? That's going to hit the roof. And it's going to stay alive. And nice job by Huckleberry to get that over after it came from a long distance. Pop back up. Huckleberry sets it up for Lily Johnson. She'll touch it over and found the empty spot in the middle of the floor. And Lily Johnson gets Collinsville point number 23 after a brief run there by Granite City. That one just barely gets over the net from Carson Mode, and it's going the wrong way for Granite City, and that will turn into set point coming up here for Collinsville. 24-17, Kahawks have a lead. That was a nice serve by Carson Mode. Mode ready for another. Down the middle it goes, taken care of into the back. Drennan sets it up, and a block over by Talisha Gilmore for the win. And Collinsville wins this first one by a score of 25-17. And the Kahawks have a 1-set lead. As we get ready for set number 2. We'll be back to tell you all about the second set, and that'll be coming up here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting Collinsville.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Don't forget about the Collinsville Junior Service Club's Golf Scramble. That's coming up on Sunday, October 6th at Arlington Greens Golf Course. For more information on participating, call Shelly at 618-210-2773. You can also talk to her about sponsoring that event as well. All right, we are ready for set number 2. Collinsville 1 win away from completing the sweep. And the Kahawks, I believe, will get the first serve since Granite City got the serve first in the first set. And that is true. Alyssa Huckleberry will get the serve. All right, now the line judge over here on this side next to the benches is talking things over with Brenna Swartz. Not sure what that conversation's all about, but the referee's smiling the whole time, so I'm hoping it's pleasant. All right, now looks like he's ready to go. He is. So's the referee on the ladder. And Alyssa Huckleberry gets the whistle for the go-ahead, pops it all the way up into the back, and that is out of bounds. And Granite City jumps out to a 1-0 lead, and a 1-0 lead in the first one as well. Here is Audrey Whitehead back to serve now for the Lady Warriors. Down the middle it goes, taken care of by Aubrey Johnson. Huckleberry sets it up behind her for Avery Johnson. Nice block over there by Granite City. They do it again, and now we're going to have a violation for Granite City, and Collinsville is going to end up with that point. And now back to serve is Avery Johnson. All three Johnson girls out there at the same time, so I'll just say Johnson, and I'll be right 50% of the time. And now there's a rotation violation by Granite City. And Collinsville will get that point as well. So a couple of points on violations for Granite City. Collinsville does get the point. And another serve coming up here for Avery Johnson. Oh, man, that was close to being off the top of the net. That had some sinking action on it, and Whitehead dove for it, but could not get there in time, and Collinsville quickly goes up 3-1. And another serve coming up here for Avery Johnson. Avery gets the whistle. She's ready to go. And another little sinker that kind of surprised Tanksley, but she got enough of it to keep it alive. Nice job by Aubrey Johnson on the kill. Pushes it over, and another Megan Sykes block, but that's going to be another violation. Grace Hurst can't believe it. She wants an explanation because Collinsville just got another point. That's 3 violations during this 4-point swing here against Granite City that's just kind of given Collinsville some points. And now the captain, Audrey Whitehead, is going to walk over and talk to the referee on the ladder to find out what it exactly is they did wrong. She'll come over and explain things to Grace Hurst. Coach Hurst is still wanting a further explanation. And that's about all she's going to get. Collinsville up 4-1. Avery Johnson sends another one over, and that one's too far. So both points that Granite City has is because of Collinsville's extra long serves. That will send Megan Sykes back to the service line now for the Lady Warriors. Sykes pops one up right in the middle, and that's too far, and a little tit for tat going on there. One too far by Collinsville, another too far by Granite City. Carson Mode back to serve now for the Kahawks. 5-2 in favor of Collinsville. Here is a try. That's a good shot there. A little cross-court action by Alexis Ruiz. And she found about probably the only empty spot on the court for Collinsville over here on this far sideline. Mode goes to the bench. Gilmore comes in. And back to serve. It is Lily Booker for Granite City. Down the sideline, Lily Johnson got kind of handcuffed there for a minute, but made a nice recovery, and that one is out of bounds. A little too hard there. Granite City is back to within 1, 5-4. Booker, the sophomore setter, back for another serve. That one had some knuckle action on it and had so much on it that it never did make it over the net. 6-4 in favor of Collinsville. Kendra Ledbetter was in there for a brief moment, and now she's already gone. Here is Zoe Hall into the match for the first time tonight. Zoe, send one down the middle. Whitehead takes care of it. Set up in the middle and just poked over. Huckleberry saves it. Hall all the way over to Lily Johnson. She'll send it over with the one-arm slingshot. And now from one side to the other, and a miss hit there by Whitehead. She kind of just whiffed on that one like you'd swing and a miss at a fastball. 7-4 in favor of Collinsville. Zoe Hall, another senior on this year's team, will send one back, and that one's too far. 7-5. Collinsville up by 2. And serve coming up for Elizabeth Weaver. Weaver gets the green light. She delivers, and that one's going to go out of bounds. A lot of out-of-bounds hits here in this match tonight. Served by Lily Johnson. That one's going to go out of bounds. 8-6 in favor of Collinsville. And now a serve coming up here for the libero for Granite City, Michaela Tanksley. Tanksley serves into the net. Man, there's service errors all over the place here in this match. 9-6 in favor of Collinsville. Aubrey Johnson back to serve now for the Lady Kahawks. Aubrey sends one that sinks, and it's a hit on the first try. Right back over. Huckleberry sets it up far side for Avery Johnson. Saved over there, and a nice job on the partial block and kill attempt by Carson Mode. Eventually it worked. Collinsville is the first to hit double digits. It is 10-6 in favor of Collinsville. Aubrey Johnson with another serve coming up. Here it is. Just over the net and sent over on the first try once again. Huckleberry sets it up in the middle for Mode. Into the back, taken care of there by Tanksley. And now they push it over, and Collinsville's Hall had to go right through her arms as she was jumping up for it. And by that time, Aubrey Johnson couldn't react fast enough. And Granite City picks up point number 7. Collinsville with a 3-point lead. And here is Brooke Drennan back to serve now for Granite City. Drennan to Aubrey Johnson. Huckleberry takes care of it, and then Aubrey Johnson sends it back over on the final try. Drennan from the middle to the sideline. Whitehead out of bounds. Collinsville up 11-7. Alyssa Huckleberry's turn to serve. Zoe Hall looked like she was going to check out for a minute, but Coach Swartz told her to stay in. Whitehead gets the first hit, Drennan the second one, and then shoved over, and the empty spot right in the middle of the floor was found by Ruiz. And Granite City hanging in there, 11-8 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Whitehead back to serve now. Kendra Ledbetter checks back into the game. Zoe Hall to the bench for Collinsville. Serve from Whitehead on the way, and that one makes it over. And then that's hit out of bounds by Whitehead. She had all kinds of time and just mishit it. Wanted to go down the line, but she went way past down the line. Lily Johnson going to check back in, and Eddie Munoz will come out. Didn't even realize she was out there, so that was how quick that one was. Avery Johnson serves into the net. Tell you what, if it wasn't for these service errors, Collinsville would probably be up 12-5. Megan Sykes back to serve now for Granite City. Pops one into the back and out of bounds. And that's what I'm talking about. There's been a lot of that tonight on both sides. 13-9 in favor of Collinsville. Carson Mode back to serve for the Kahawks. Felicia Gilmore will come in for Aubrey Johnson. Mode sends one out of bounds. Man, oh man, it's contagious. 13-10. We will probably wait to interview Carson Mode and Talisha Gilmore during basketball season. So we have 7 seniors on this year's volleyball team. So we won't have enough time to interview all of them during the games that we have scheduled. Lily Johnson pops it up. Huckleberry sets it up for Gilmore, and Gilmore thought she was going to kill that one straight down, but instead it goes off of the hands of Jade Williams and stays on that side of the net when it hits the floor. Zoe Hall will come back in, and she will serve. 14-10 in favor of the Lady Kahawks. Down the line, taken care of over there by Ritchie. And then nice job by Collinsville keeping it alive. Huckleberry got it over on the second shot. And now Granite City, that's out of bounds as 2 girls went for the ball at the same time. And not sure which one of them hit it. Maybe they both did, and that's what caused the ball to go out of bounds. 15-10 in favor of Collinsville. Zoe Hall Another serve coming up for the Kahok senior. The net, and the point belongs to Collinsville. Hate it when I got to keep the scoreboard up because scores happen a lot faster here. A little sign comes across saying OBS is reconnected. Well, I didn't know it wasn't connected. Zoe Hall with another serve. My signal seems to be strong. I don't know what happened there. There's a ball spinning out of bounds after a hit by Granite City, and Collinsville up by 7 now, 17-10. Timeout taken on the floor. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all Collinsville area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with former Kahok Logan Carlisle, his dad Tim, along with Caleb Tanzius, play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event or to call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. Sonically Pleasing, one of our new sponsors this year on the Kahok Sports Network, a pretty good band made up of former Kahok basketball player Logan Carlisle. His dad Tim is on the drums. They're going to be playing at the Collinsville Rec Club on the 27th. I sent Carrie Carlisle, Logan's mom, a message. I'm like, why'd you guys schedule a show on a Friday night during football season? I can't be there. That one's out of bounds. She said that she would chastise them for me, but that's okay. They have to do what they need to do. I don't blame them. I saw them once out at the Collinsville Rec Club. They are pretty good. If you have a chance to go check them out, check them out. And the Collinsville Rec Club, you do not have to be a member to go out there to see these live shows. So I would highly suggest it. 18-10 in favor of Collinsville. Granite City gets the first hit, and then Williams will send it out of bounds. Jade Williams had an opportunity there to send that one down onto the floor. 19-10 in favor of Collinsville, going for that point number 20 here. Popped up, stays in bounds, and back behind everybody, a hit, and then that's off of Avery Johnson. And it goes spinning out of bounds on a hit there by Catherine Gartner. 19-11. Kahawks have the lead. Back to serve, Elizabeth Weaver for Granite City. Weaver off the net. Nice job staying with it. Those are tough. Here is Gilmore. Partial block, and it finds the spot. Collinsville hits that elusive point number 20 first. Kahawks have a 9-point lead. Addie Munoz will come into the game. She'll take the place of Lily Johnson, and young Miss Munoz will go back to serve. Munoz into the top of the net. 20-12. Once again, the libero, Michaela Tanksley, will go back to serve it up here for Granite City. She does. Far side sideline, Lily Johnson. Huckleberry will send it right back to Lily. She'll just tap it over, and that one falls in. And Collinsville picks up point number 21. And now Aubrey Johnson, Collinsville's libero, will go back to serve. Carson Mode checks back in. Talisha Gilmore goes out, but we have a timeout instead. So we'll take a quick timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. plus sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878. Another one of our new sponsors, the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary. We're working on getting the actual Caseyville VFW to sign up, but they have to get approval just like the Auxiliary did, and their meeting is not till September 20th, but we are expecting that real soon. Johnson gets it over, taken care of on the first hit by Weaver, and then a nice solid shot there by Granite City, but Collinsville keeps it alive. And setting it back up again off the top of the net, takes a spin backwards. Hall gets there first. Huckleberry will take care of the last one, and with her back to the net, Huckleberry does a old backwards thing and finds an empty spot back in the corner. And, yeah, now I see my my Wi-Fi is kind of going in and out here. Collinsville up 21-12. That one's taken care of by Weaver. Sent over by Whitehead. Collinsville gets it back, and Huckleberry sends it over. Back onto the sideline. And Weaver with a little touch. Zoe Hall takes care of it, and then it's out of bounds by Whitehead. She's done that a couple of times. And Collinsville up 23-12. Yeah, I don't understand that. That was a nice piece of off-angle hitting there by Granite City. Into the back it goes. Aubrey Johnson sends it up front. Huckleberry over, and nice job by Avery Johnson. She kind of wanted to go right hand, then went left hand, and then it, I don't know, kind of went in, and one of the Granite City girls appears to be a little injured. But I guess she's okay. And Collinsville should have 24 now. I had to go move my hotspot. Usually when I move it, it helps out a little bit. It appears that Noelle Ritchie got hurt. She is going to stay out there. Scoreboard still has 23-13, but if they gave Collinsville that point, then it should be 24. And now Ritchie is going to come out of the game. Well, the scoreboard still has 23. I already was at 23. Did I miss something there? Anyway, here's Drennan, and she will give Collinsville point number 24, so I'll just leave that alone now. Another service error by Granite City, and Collinsville ready to serve up match point. Kendra Ledbetter checks back into the game, taking the place of Zoe Hall, and Alyssa Huckleberry, our pregame guest, will go back to serve. And here it is, a short one. Granite City did a nice job keeping that one alive, and the Warriors get it over. Munoz up to Huckleberry, setting it up for Avery Johnson. Blocked. Munoz is there to pick it up. Huckleberry sets it up behind her this time for Ledbetter. That one finds a spot on the floor, and that's it. Collinsville wins in a two-set sweep, 25-17 and 25-13. So Collinsville gets the win on all three levels. Varsity, freshman, JV team, all winners here tonight. And now it is time for the post-game show, brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. LC's Pub, great food, great drinks, and great service served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street is where you'll find LC's Pub in Caseyville. You can call them for carry-out orders, 618-855-9007. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joe Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Looking for someone to help get your house in tip-top shape? Look no further than former Kahok Kara Gray with Clean Living Cleaning Services. From bathrooms to kitchens to garages to bedrooms and even commercial spaces, Clean Living is your place to go. Clean Living guarantees expert-level work done by expert-level cleaners. No matter how much grit, how much grime, let Clean Living shine. For more information, check out the Clean Living Cleaning Services on Facebook or call 618-979-9634. A clean space is a happy place. Clean Living Cleaning Services, 618-979-9634.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And once again, we welcome you back into the LC's Pub post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. All three levels win tonight. The freshmen win, the JV team wins, and the varsity team wins. And joining us once again on the post-game interview is none other than senior Talisha Gilmore. How are you, dear?
Good.
All right, so let me talk to you a little bit here about your teammate, Alyssa Huckleberry. She was my pregame guest. You got one of those coming up. I probably won't get to you in volleyball season. I'm probably going to save you for basketball season.
Okay.
But this is the confidence level of Alyssa Huckleberry. I said, what's it going to take to beat Granite City tonight? She's like, not much.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the way the whole team feels when you're is that just Granite City or anybody?
I mean, it's almost against everybody, but some teams we have to work a little harder than usual. But this team, it was just a little bit more easier.
So is it just me, or does Miss Huckleberry just exude confidence?
She does, very much so does.
Yeah. I asked her who's the best athlete on the team, and she said you. Would you agree with that, or would you pick somebody else?
I would pick me, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, so who would be second?
Maybe Carson.
Carson? All right. You guys seem to hang out there a lot, a little basketball season, volleyball season. You just don't play softball, or you guys can play 3 sports together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ever thought about playing softball?
Mm-mm.
No? All right, so I had you down. Unofficial results, I have you down for 4 kills and 3 blocks. So what of those 2 statistical categories is your favorite? Would you like to do the killing, or would you like to do the blocking?
If we're in a down situation, I like getting the block because then it brings up the whole team and it brings up our momentum. But if we're playing how we played tonight, I love getting kills.
Yeah, and now you had a real big one there too, man. That thing must have came off of your hand at like 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did that feel? Did that feel good?
It felt great.
Yeah. Between the 2 sports that you do play, what's your favorite, basketball or volleyball?
Basketball.
Basketball. I kind of figured you would say that. All right, so you guys are in the middle. This is your 3rd game in as many nights. And then you get to go to Alton and get involved in a tournament. Do you like tournaments?
Yes, I like tournaments, but they're just very long.
Yeah, well, I can imagine so. You guys got like a 9 o'clock in the morning game?
Yes.
Yeah, and you're like, it's a Saturday. I'm supposed to be sleeping right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I know that Katie wasn't here tonight, so was it any different having Brenna be your head coach for a game as it is opposed to Katie?
It was just a little bit different. She usually would talk to our setter more and just control what we do, but I guess we got to do whatever we wanted tonight.
All right, so you guys are off to the Alton Invite. That actually starts tomorrow, so you got games Friday and Saturday, don't you?
Yep.
All right, well, I'll let you go because you need some sleep.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is Talisha Gilmore, one of the many seniors that we have on this year's Kahok girls volleyball team. Girls win here tonight 25-17 and 25-13. Just to recap, JV swept in 2 sets as well, 25-23 and 25-19. Freshmen took them 3 sets, but they got the job done. They dropped the first one 25-22. Picked up the second set 25-18. That sent them to the tiebreaker, which you only need to score 15 for. And Collinsville did just that. They scored a victory in that 3rd and final set by a final of 15-8. Big thank you to Alyssa Huckleberry joining me on the pregame interview, and another big thank you for Talisha Gilmore up here on the postgame. That is going to do it for us. We are back at you tomorrow, week number 3 of the high school football season. It's the first road game of the year for your Collinsville Kahawks as they take a ride down south to Carbondale to take on the Terriers. We'll be on the air at 6:30. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 o'clock. And until tomorrow night, everyone have a fantastic rest of your Thursday.